Today we're going to go through my indicator. What do I use? How do I use it? And basically all that. No, I'm not running out of video ideas. You are. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. So like I say, we're going to go through the indicator, why my screen looks like this, and how you can make it probably look a lot better than mine. Basically, we use this indicator to identify when US session was, when London session was, and when Asia session was as well, because if we're trading US session, we use previous US session highs and lows. If we're trading London session, which I don't, we use previous London session highs and lows. And the way to make it easier to locate is simply by using this indicator and entering the details that I tell you to enter. So I will give you timeframes to enter into the indicator. All you have to do, enter them in, and you'll get the exact same thing that I get, and it'll all be accurate. It doesn't matter what time zone you're in. If you enter the ones that I tell you and show you to enter, then you can customize your charts and identify US session zones, Asia session zones, and London session zones, just like that. Like I say, you can look at this chart, and beige is US session, and if you can tell me where US session is, you can tell exactly where the high was, where the low was, and in my case, because I only trade US session, I don't need to know what London and Asia basically are sort of doing. That's why they are just completely red. So if we head to the Discord, you can see where my daily analysis is posted. It's just posted in the signals and charts section. And I also post what sort of news is out on this day. So just to be aware whether you're going to wait 30 or 60 minutes after news release, or whether you should probably just take the day off and not trade at all. However, if you do want to find the time frame indicator, all you do is head into Forex indicators, and we have some book recommendations, prop firm risk management strategy, indicator time frame, and top suggested prop firms. This was updated in 2024. I had a bit of a team in 2024, but they're all the same. It hasn't been updated, but in my opinion, it doesn't really need to be. So there we go. So if we head to the indicator time frame, this is basically what you need. Asia session, 5 o'clock to 3 a.m. London session, 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. US session, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you may be thinking, well, hang on a minute, these are not the times that the session opens. But trust me, once you put these time zones into the indicator, it will correct itself and you will be looking at the same thing I'm looking at. So do not be thrown off by these, but enter these in to the indicator and make the candles whichever color you like. A lot of people just stick with the default one anyway, but that is basically it. Now we've headed back to the chart. The indicator you actually need is called low fats session bar color. Now, if we double click on this is the US session opening and closing. Again, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You're going to be thinking, well, that's not right. But if we just go across here, we can see it opens at 12 p.m. And that is basically when we start. Well, it says 12 on the chart, but in real life, it will be 1. So it does make it a little more awkward, but you kind of just have to trust the process. So 12 o'clock here, it realistically is going to open at 1 p.m. Okay, that's it. And then if we go to this would be London session, we have it in sort of a maroony sort of color, and you can see I've made Asia session the same sort of color. If you do want to put different colors on, by all means, just if you are trading London session, you will need a different color. But I've just decided to go with beige and sort of maroon, I guess you'd call it. And this is how we identify clean sort of zones that we can target and we can gain the structure from. Like I say, we don't need the 4-hour, 12-hour daily, whatever. We just need the 30-minute, and we need this indicator on so that we can understand what sort of direction we're going in. But all the information is in the Discord. If you do have any questions, please feel free to type in the comments or message me privately on Discord, and I'm sure we can get something figured out. It's only a short video. I'm not running out of ideas at all. But yeah, any questions, let me know.